Hi, everyone. Welcome to River of Healing. Glad to have you back. Um, I just wanted to quickly share the word for the month of July. This month, the word that I believe God has been impressing upon my heart is the word advance. And to advance means to progress, it means to promote, it means to push on, it means to move along, to move forward, it means to break through, it means to step forward. And I was studying the book of Joshua from chapter 5 verse 13 going all the way down to the entire chapter 6. And this is a story where I'm just going to give us a quick summary of the story, where God has obviously promised the Israelites that they are going to um, go and take over the city of Jericho. He doesn't tell them what's going to happen, but they know this because in chapter 2 of Joshua, they went to spy the land. But now in chapter 6, we are seeing them getting instruction from God. And God is basically saying that in order for you guys to take possession of the land, you have to circle around this city, walk around it for 7 days. And on the seventh day, you are to blow the trumpet and begin to shout. Why? Because now God has given this city over to you. But there's a portion of in the scripture where at some point in time Joshua begins to tell the people that it's now time for us to advance. It's time for us basically to move forward. It's time for us to progress. It's time for us to push on because this is our season of breakthrough. It's our season of promotion. It's our season of elevation. And so we have to step forward and we have to move along in order to take possession of what God has for us. And it's so funny because, I mean, if God was to tell me that I need to walk around uh, my house in order for the house to come down, or walk around a town, or whatever he's telling you to walk around, you're like, the instruction doesn't make any sense. But one thing we know about God is that whenever he gives us instruction, even though it may not make sense to the human um our human understanding or our human logic or way of thinking, the only thing he's requiring from us is obedience. And so they truly did listen to what Joshua said. They did advance and they went forth and they walked around the city. They were there for 7 days. You know, day one, they walked around. Day two, they walked around, three, four, up to seven. And on the seventh day, they not just walked around the city, they circled around the city and they blew the trumpets. And now, at the sound of the instruction that Joshua gave to them, now he said, you can shout. Why? Because this city has been given to you. And the funny thing was, they shouted at a time where they didn't really see the city coming down, or I mean the wall coming down, but yet they still shouted because by faith they knew that God was going to bring about the manifestation of his word. And so I don't know where we are in our lives today. I know 2020 was a interesting year. 2021 has also been an amazing year, filled with a lot of challenges. But God is saying that now we are in the seventh month. The seventh month is completion. The seventh month means ending. The Israelites circled and walked around that city for 7 days, and on the seventh day they walked around 7 times. And so whatever we have been in, whatever we've been going through, it has now come to a place of finishing. It has now come to a place of completion. It is the ending of it. And it's time for us to now begin to step forward. It's now time for us to begin to move along and begin to take a hold and begin to possess what God has originally and rightfully given to us. And so the word for this month is to advance, to move forward, to progress, to promote, to push on, to step forward, to break through whatever has been holding us back. It's time to break through. And so the word of the Lord is for whoever is going to receive it. It's not just about hearing the word, but it's about doing the word. Even when it doesn't make sense, take a hold of his word and begin to advance. And I promise you, the end result is going to be amazing. Whatever has been a wall, whatever has been a limitation, whatever has been standing in your way, this is the time for that thing to come down. It's important in our walk with God to understand the times and the seasons, to understand what God is doing so that we are able to move along with Him as He moves. And so when God moves, we move. And now He's saying it's time to advance, it's time to move forward, it's time for us to move. And as we begin to move, we're going to see everything that has been a hindrance, an obstacle, everything that has been standing in our way is going to be removed. And we are going to take a hold of what has already been laid aside for us. It's time to advance. So happy new month. And I can't wait to hear all the amazing things that God has in store for each and every one of us. God bless you. Take care.